guys, this is Tan Colbert, Colbert Tech Repair, and this is today's tech news. Now there is a new company that is making a t-shirt called Silica, and it is a concept t-shirt that promises to stay dry and repel water-based stains. And it's getting a lot of funding on Kickstarter. Now earlier this year, there was a stain repellent called Never Wet that was shown to make liquids run off of everything. But there is a new company, Silica, saying that it is a self-cleaning cloth with hydrophobic nanotechnology. And it's nearly tripled its funding goal on Kickstarter already. Now, what's happening is the fabric, it's layered with billions of silica particles. So it keeps the liquid molecules from attaching to it. Now, this company is saying that the company Never Wet can cause cancer and birth defects. But Silica is saying that their product is safe. So it resists everything from sodas to ketchup to soy sauce and water and bacteria. And the feature is said to last up to 80 wash cycles. So the Silica hydrophobic t-shirt is being offered in black or white for $40 and up on the Kickstarter campaign, which is up to almost $60,000 in its $20,000 goal. Might have to check that out sometime. It seems that Facebook feeds are now playing video ads. Facebook is now auto-playing video advertisements. I can't believe Facebook is actually doing this now. It's not like they don't make enough money from advertising on the sidebars, but now they're auto-playing video advertisements. Come on, guys. A new DDoS malware targets Linux and Windows systems. So attackers are now compromising Linux and Windows systems to install a new malware designed for launching DDoS attacks. Now, the malware was found by Polish CERT at the beginning of December, and the Linux version is being deployed following successful password guessing attacks against the secure shell surface. Now, this means only systems that allow remote SSH access from the internet and accounts that have weak passwords were at the risk of being compromised. Now, when first run, the malware sends operating system information back to the CC server and waits for instructions. Now, from the analysis that they've done, they said there are 4 types of attacks that are possible. One of the possibilities is a DNS amplification attack, which, in a request containing 256 random or previously defined queries, is sent to a DNS server. There are also others, unimplemented functions, which probably are meant to utilize the HTTP protocol in order to perform a DDoS. So, the malware provides information back to the CNC server about the running task, the CPU speed, the system load, and the network connection speed. So, like I've said before, more malware is coming out day to day. Please keep up your antivirus. Please keep up your malware. Please just try to keep yourself as active in protecting yourself as possible. More and more malware is being developed every day. A Swedish man has been sentenced to pay more than $650,000 for sharing a movie online. Now, there was a 28-year-old man. He was convicted of sharing hundreds of movies and has to pay 4.3 million Swedish kroner, or $660,000, in civil damages for sharing one of them. Now, the sum must be paid to a developer, producer, and distributor of films for a movie called Beck Buried Alive. It was a movie and a series about a Swedish police detective. Now, the man shared the movie via Swebits, which is a now defunct company, which is pretty much like Pirate Bay in America. Swebits has closed down, but Pirate Bay is still open on different sites. He was also convicted of sharing a total of 517 movies. For those offenses, the court sentenced him to 160 hours of community service with probation. So more steps are being taken now to prosecute those who share music and movies online. Also, as you might know, with the new YouTube policy changes, the Content ID claims, YouTube is greatly cracking down on this to try to stop it, but it is also hurting other content creators. But I'm glad to see that people are actually getting prosecuted for this. There is now a standards group that pushes for a universal laptop charger. Now, a Switzerland-based standards group wants to stop the madness of having a different charger for every laptop. Now, the specification from the IEC will cover a wide range of notebook computers, and laptops. Now, IEC already deserves some credit because it is defining a standard for mobile phones. Here's a case. In HP's Chromebook 11, it uses a micro USB chargers. But this would be impractical for a more powerful laptop with bigger batteries. But the USB implementers forum is working on its own specification called USB Power Delivery, and it could provide up to 100 watts of power from a power outlet to a laptop's USB port. Now, in addition for this being better to the environment and reducing headaches for users, it could also cut the manufacturing cost of companies for no longer requiring to include a charger for every laptop. But on the other hand, proprietary power cord replacements are also a huge source of revenue for many PC manufacturers. Bitcoin drops 50% value overnight as China's biggest Bitcoin exchange stops deposit in the Chinese yuan. Now, China's biggest Bitcoin exchange, BTC China, has stopped accepting deposits in the Chinese yen. Now, the shutdown has sent the currency into a downspin, stripping it in half of value overnight. It was at $1,200 last week, and now it is at $572. This just proves how volatile the market is. It went from $1,200 to $600 overnight. Also, in more Bitcoin news, there has been some speculation on who owns the world's biggest Bitcoin wallet. And it seems to be the US government. In September, the FBI shut down the Silk Road, which was an online drug marketplace, and it started seizing Bitcoins belonging to the Dread Pirate Roberts, the operator of the illicit online marketplace, who says is an American name named Ross Ulbricht. And now, this seizure sparked the ongoing public discussion about the future of Bitcoin, but it had an unforeseen side effect. It made the FBI the holder of the world's biggest Bitcoin wallet. The FBI now controls more than 144,000 Bitcoins at a Bitcoin address that consolidates much of the seized Silk Road Bitcoins. This amount of Bitcoins is worth close to $100 million. Another address containing Silk Road funds contains over $20 million of Bitcoins. Now, that doesn't make the FBI the world's largest Bitcoin holder. That honor is thought to belong to Bitcoin's inventor, Satoshi Nakamoto, who is estimated to have mined 1 million Bitcoins in the early days. And finally, Apple's new Mac Pro arrives tomorrow, and it can be configured to cost more than $10,000. Now, the entry-level Mac Pro is going to be $3,000, and the mid-range is going to be $4,000. But pricing for the 8 and 12 core systems is not yet available, but a fully maxed out system with 2 Fire Pro graphics cards and a 1 terabyte of solid state storage is expected to be $10,000 US. The new Mac Pro is just 11 pounds. The new Mac Pro is just 10 inches tall and 6 inches across. You can upgrade the RAM up to 64 gigabytes and the SSD up to 1 terabyte at Apple's online checkout, but the price will likely be high. It'd be better to upgrade it yourself. CPU-wise, you have the choice of Intel Xenon E5 chips with either 4, 6, 8, or 12 cores, and there's no option for dual CPUs. The graphics cards they are using are FirePro D300, D500, or D700s, And rounding out the specs, there are 2 Thunderbolt ports, 4 USB 3.0 ports, 2 gigabit Ethernet ports and HDMI out, 802.11 AC Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth. So if you want to get a Mac Pro that has a 12-core Xenon, 24 gigs of RAM, a 1TB SSD, and 2 FirePro D700s, feel free to spend $10,000, because I sure as hell am not going to do that. Alright guys, this has been Colbert Tech Repair. I hope you enjoyed today's tech news. If you liked it, give me a like. If you didn't, feel free to give me a dislike. I don't care either way. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down in the section below. You can also find all my social media down below. Colbert92 on Twitter and Colbert Tech Repair on Facebook. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.